victim of crime, are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? The only question I ever ask is, are you okay? And sadly, we have seen over the last 2 weeks since Hurricane Helene, victim of crime.
You just can't make this up. Like them beautiful patriots around the world say, my brothers and sisters, they say it every time. They say it every day. And she's always, I told y'all, just like Biden, trending for the wrong reasons every single day. We can't get a break. We can't get a break. We cannot get a break. I might as well turn my hat this way. I'm being real with y'all. You're using a teleprompter at your own town hall? Boy. Bro, did that just come out my mouth? Did I really just have to repeat that? Using a teleprompter at your own town hall?
Victim of crime, are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? The only question I ever ask is, are you okay? And sadly, we have seen over the last 2 weeks since Hurricane...
Are you... Ooh-wee. Poor lady, man. But again, don't feel bad for it. As you can see, Obama, again, and this is trending, and Obama sounding the alarm with black votes, especially men. And you guys, we just can't make this up, man. And you can see now in the polls everywhere in the swing states, Trump is cleaning house. But I want to just tell you guys, what did they expect? What did they expect? People are not drinking the Kool-Aid anymore. So you could send Obama out there with a Superman cape on. You could send Hillary out there with that big bottle of hot sauce. It ain't gonna work. People see through this crap. And people are pissed. They're mad. They got fed lies and brainwashing. Had people actually believing in Project 2025. That he's a dictator. That he's a threat to democracy. That he's going to take your rights away. That he's actually a Hitler. In which has nearly gotten them killed. The man has taken a bullet for you and I. The man has taken a bullet for democracy. Constitutional republic. But this is what you're left with. As she's trending every single day. Joe Biden 2.0. And even Joe Biden backs up the claim. We were singing off the same song sheet. She has played a huge role in what we have done. The Bidenomics is working. Everything is working. We've done such an amazing job these last 3.5, 4 years. A cheap fake, a deep fake. Joe Biden is as sharp as a tack, is what she said. And look.
The last 2 weeks since Hurricane...
Look at that teleprompter. Beautiful. Beautiful. You just can't make this up. She's trending around the world for the wrong reasons. You know? And like I say, only people that's going for this are, you know, we know them diehard liberals, and them, but a lot of diehard liberals and lifelong Democrats have packed their bags as well too. They're panicking, man. You know, but again, most of her voters are Trump haters. Stage 4 Trump derangement syndrome. They just can't stand Trump, and a lot of them have fed into everything that has been said about him. They might not like the way he speaks, how he responds, how he types, how he tweets, you know. But he keeps it real. And he's been right about almost everything that you see now. He called it out for what it is. I know a lot of people didn't like to hear it, but it's here. It's happened. And we're on the verge of World War III. Real. You see the invasion. It's wide open. Millions of families are struggling, are dying. People are dying right now. And we just can't take this woman serious. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. Let's jump in, man. Y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. One love to the human race, man. And as simple as that. God bless you all and your families. Prayers for you guys and your family. Prayers for Trump, his family, his team, his campaign. Because we don't know what to expect next. October is moving fast, y'all. We are 20-some days out. It's moving fast. I hope y'all are ready. And we encourage everybody to go out and vote, man. For real. This is, you know, and when it can be close. Because we know what happened in 2020. You know. Now they got trained people out there to catch all the, you know, the cheating and everything. But it can't be close, man. It cannot be close. You know. It cannot be close. It has to be too big to rig. As you can see, we are not against a candidate. We are against a machine. We are against a machine, y'all. And here it is. Man, oh man, oh man, y'all. 2 times this week. 2 times. How does 2 times this week? And again, this is it's probably been what, 10, 15, 20 times this campaign. But 2 times this week already, Teleprompter is trending around the world for Kamala Harris. Trending for the wrong reasons. You see, this week her teleprompter went out. And now she's using a teleprompter at a town hall. A town hall. I have to repeat it for y'all, man. Look, their campaign is on its knees. It's over, man. And look at this fella. Look. He's trending around the world too.
Communities is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
With the brothers, with the black men. He said, yeah, most, you know, we don't have the same turnaround, the same energy we had when I was running. Especially with black men. Y'all not voting for Kamala Harris? Come on now. And then he continues to go on and on for the next 30, 40 seconds saying, she's just like us. She's just like us, black men. Black people. No, Obama, we're not drinking your Kool-Aid, sir. No, she isn't. She can't even complete a sentence. She can't go off script. She can't answer a question. And I'm tired of hearing about this middle class story. I don't care if she was a prosecutor. She Joe Biden 2.0. She said it live. She said it a bunch of times. They said, what would you do different than Joe Biden? Nothing. That's it. That's the end of it. That's it, right? That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. Then Joe Biden come out. We were singing off the same song sheet. She has played a major role in what we have done and accomplished. And Joe Biden comes out and confirms it. He done dropped his slushy, his toothpaste all on the floor. You know, toothpaste all on the floor. He done squeezed it all out the tube. He done stepped on it and squeezed it all out the tube. A cheap fake, a deep fake. 81 million votes. I just don't see it. And now they got to put his Superman cape on to see if he can make a miracle happen. People not drinking the Kool-Aid, Obama. People not drinking the Kool-Aid, man. They not. We waking up, baby. Everybody waking up. Everybody's sick and tired, man. Millions are struggling and dying. And your leadership is incompetent. Fraud. Communist. Marxist. Comrade.
y'all? So I'm CJ Pearson, one of the young black men that President Obama yesterday tried to lecture into supporting Kamala Harris just because she, quote, looks like me. Now, guys, I don't know about y'all, but I think that my ancestors fought far too hard for my right to vote in this country for me to support someone just because they look like me. Especially when that person who looks like me doesn't give a damn about me. Kamala Harris, for her entire political career, hasn't done a single thing for black people, black men, or anyone, actually, for that matter. She failed to secure the border. She hasn't created a single job. She is actually probably uniquely terrible at her job. Barack Obama, another person who didn't do a damn thing for black people when he was president, believes that black men should set aside our disagreements, set aside our grievances, and just take one for the team. Barack, we've been taking one for the team when it comes to supporting the Democratic Party for decades. And what do we have to show for it? Our inner cities are destroyed. Violent crime is up. We are living in poverty in too many communities across this country. That is the reality of progressive policies in this country and all across America. So no, Barack, I'm not going to support Kamala Harris because you said that is my duty as a young black man. No, I'm going to support Donald Trump, the president who actually delivered for black people, brought about the lowest black unemployment rate in our nation's history, the president who actually gave a damn about our community. That's not rocket science, Barack.
Yeah. Yep. They're speaking out, man.
Destroying this economy.
I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna play one more before we get into the actual video, y'all. One more. I'm gonna just play one more. I like Rob. Shout out to Rob, man.
Sorry, Obama, I'm a black man and I'm voting for Donald Trump for president, and there is no amount of lecturing or bullying or shaming that you can do that is going to make me change that decision. I am not afraid to vote for Kamala Harris because she is a woman. I refuse to vote for Kamala Harris because she has spent the last 4 years destroying this country. She has spent the last 4 years throwing up the borders to illegal immigrants. She has spent the last 4 years destroying this economy. We have seen over the past couple of months that she is not fit to be president. She can barely speak. She can't articulate a vision. And actually, she's pretty stupid. And if you think that I, as a black man, am going to let that waltz into the White House, that is going to get my vote because you're lecturing me and you're bullying me, and you may be the surrogate black dad for a lot of fatherless black boys that are running around this country, but I got a dad, I know who he is, and it ain't you. I'm voting for Donald Trump for president. Take it or leave it. Sorry, Obama.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I tell you. It's getting real, man. Hope y'all sent me this video from the Dawkins. I want to check it out, man, about this whole town hall. That went terribly wrong, man. You know, it's not looking good for her. And as you can see in the polls, you can see everywhere the data, it's not looking good all around. And it's actually, you know, at this point in time where we're at now, it's not supposed to look like that. And it's looking like that. So, but again, we can't get complacent, man. You know, a lot of things are trending right now, especially with doing one more debate. But the deadline just passed, I believe. So there won't be another debate, as we know right now. And you know, bygones be bygones. Let's win this thing, man. Let's win this thing. It's not looking good for this lady, as she's gonna try to do as much as she can in a short period of time. They're gonna send Obama out there. They're gonna try as much. They're desperate right now. As you see those desperate interviews she did this week, she bombed them. You know, and now 60 Minutes, CBS is getting hit with a lot right now for editing the interview. You know, she's done a lot of campaign career-ending things just this past week alone. This is it, man. You know, and I'm glad I get to report all this, y'all, because it's actually happening, you know, in real time. So happy I get to report all this to you guys, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share the video, comment down below, man. I got to see some of them beautiful Patriots comments, man. I read almost every last comment when you guys are commenting on the video, and I can't respond to literally everybody, but man, the comments, the love and support, you know, the kind donations, people sending me stuff on Twitter, my email, my Instagram. Man, I love you guys. And I'm even following you guys back. So please follow me. I'm going to follow you back. And keep reaching out to me until I finally respond. If I haven't responded back to you yet, I will be responding back to you And again, we are still sending out more shirts, more hats, more gifts to you guys, and also taking care of our channel members. If you are a channel member, please send me an email right now, especially if you haven't received anything from me. I want to send you something. Please, as if you're a channel member, if you're a part of the channel membership, to keep climbing family, send me an email right now. Let's jump in, y'all.
Well, first of all, thank you for the question, and I hope your family is okay and your home is okay.
Yes, they are, ma'am.
Okay. So there has been a lot of mis and disinformation that this is not a time for people to play politics. I never asked...
Their misinformation, repeat it again, their misinformation is something they don't agree with. That's their misinformation, something they don't agree with. When it's all come out to be true, it's all come out to be factual, you know. But what they say is, oh, he's spreading a lot of misinformation. Because we know y'all send millions over here. But when it comes to we the people, we come last. Hard-working, taxpaying citizens come last. We the people come last. Veterans come last. On the street, homeless, struggling, dying. Our kids, our family, struggling, dying. We come last. It's not misinformation. Look at the border. Look at the economy. Foreign policy. Let's just look at everything. Incompetent.
A witness or a victim of crime, are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? The only question I ever ask is, are you okay?
Vice President Kamala Harris just wrapped up her town hall that was hosted by Univision, focusing on her speaking to Latino voters. But there was one huge problem. It became very awkward when she introduced her new Latino accent. Yes, you heard me correctly. Understand the type of people she's speaking to. They like it to be direct. They like the bottom line. They don't want to be sold to with a bunch of fluff. Just keep it simple and answer my question. Now, having said that, let's start with the individual asked her, what is the difference between you and Joe Biden when it comes to responding to hurricanes? Watch this.
In terms of relief for families affected by Helene, what would your administration do differently in the case of Milton?
Well, first of all, thank you for the question, and I hope your family is okay and your home is okay.
Yes, they are, ma'am.
Okay. So there has been a lot of mis and disinformation about what we have been doing over the last 2 weeks and what we are going to do going forward. And I have to stress that this is not a time for people to play politics. You know, I started my career as a prosecutor. And when I worked doing that job of my goal of keeping people safe, I never asked a witness or a victim of crime, are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat?
Here we go.
The only question I ever asked is, are you okay?
Okay, so just 3 quick things, all right? Number 1, did you see the teleprompter? She was clearly reading off the teleprompter. Yes, they had a teleprompter right there on the ground and eye level. I mean, that is just pathetic. That's not something that is normal in a town hall. Second thing, she says she doesn't like to play politics when it pertains to these disasters. Well, why were you playing politics with Governor Ron DeSantis? Why did you attack him? That there was no need for that. Oh, and then the third thing, don't let me forget, her Latino accent. I guess not only is she Indian American, not only is she black, but I guess she's Latino too now. I mean, if this doesn't scream fake, I don't know what does. I mean, this has to be a turnoff for some of these people in the crowd. And if you saw his face when you were watching the clip, you could tell he was kind of like, oh man, this is crazy. Now let's move to one of probably her biggest weaknesses is the border security. I mean, this answer, it's got to blow your mind. Watch this.
What would you do differently from what's been done in the Biden administration to make sure that the border is secure and orderly?
Thank you. Thank you for the question. And I was just recently in Arizona at the border. Let me start with this. Perhaps what distinguishes me from at least a couple of people. I was the top law enforcement officer of the biggest state in this country, California, that is also a border state. I have taken on transnational criminal organizations. I have taken on transnational criminal organizations that traffic in guns, drugs, and human beings, and I've prosecuted them. I led a bipartisan group of attorneys general, American attorneys general, to Mexico City to work with Mexican attorneys general to combine intelligence and resources to prosecute those cases, including what was going south as well as what was coming north. So I will put my record up against anyone.
Okay, so her answer is she's willing to put her record up against anyone. The problem is her record is the weakest point in this entire campaign, right? Immigration is where she loses every single time. She's talking to people who probably answered the phone and said that, no, we trust Donald Trump over Kamala Harris as it pertains to border security. I mean, this is disastrous. I can't believe she's answering a question this way. We already know that she was the border czar. They know that she was the border czar. They saw the difference between former President Trump and her. And once again, men lie, women lie, numbers don't, and that's exactly what the polls say. And one of the biggest concerns that you'll always see in every single poll is the cost of living. Yep. And man, you just have to shake your head. She goes back to the middle class answer. Watch this.
Oh,
Thank you for the question and your point. Listen, I know prices are too high still. You know prices are too high still. And we have to deal with it. Here's how I feel about it. Again, you've heard my story. I come from the working class. I'm never going to forget where I come from. And part of what we have to do is build what I call an opportunity economy, where people have the opportunity, like you have described, for you to be able to work hard and your 5 daughters have an opportunity to then do what they and what you aspire for them to be able to do without having to worry about just getting by. I want you to be able to get ahead.
Now, let me be clear about something. As I play these clips, you have to understand her answers are actually about 3 to 5 minutes long. So I had to trim them down because she goes on and on and on and really never answers the question. Now, with this particular question, she does get into what we always hear from her: $6,000 child tax credit, $25,000 down payment for new home buyers, and $50,000 tax deduction for small business owners. I probably know this better than her, but the bottom line is this: we've debunked all 3 of those things, okay? Maybe the child tax credit will be implemented if she was to get elected and actually have a difference. The other 2, those 2 policies will actually raise cost in America. So we've already
said that about 1,000 times already.
That's not going to work. Oh, and don't let me forget, why does she spend a minute talking about growing up as a working class person and she doesn't want to forget where she came from? These individuals don't care about all that. Just tell me what the answer is. Tell me what you're going to do. Now, on this next question, which is in regards to our healthcare system, how long it takes for people to actually get the care they need and how costly it is for them to get the care that they need. And you would think that's what she focuses on. No. When she answers this question, she focuses on her biggest obsession, Donald Trump.
So, I hope you're feeling better now. I'm sorry it took so long for you to get the support you needed. I firmly and deeply believe that access to health care is a right and should be a right and not just a privilege of those who can afford it or have access to it easily. It should be something that we make accessible to all people. Again, it gets back to my earlier point. It's about the dignity of people and about the importance of doing what we can as leaders to alleviate suffering, right? You know, when I say earlier about what I think is backwards in terms of this thinking that it's a sign of strength to beat people down, part of the backward nature of those kinds of thinking is to suggest that empathy, right, is somehow a weakness. Empathy, meaning to have some level of care and concern about the suffering of other people and then do something to lift that up.
You know, it's as if she's trying to run the most politically correct campaign known to man. But the problem is we live in a day and age where people are done with the games. Can you just answer the question, be direct? Yep. What are you going to do to fix the healthcare system? She has no answer. She only has one tool in her toolkit, which is to blame Donald Trump. That's it. That's all she has. And so it obviously leads to probably one of the biggest questions people have is, how did you get elected? I mean, how are we in the position we are as you being the presidential nominee for the Democratic Party? And yes, she was asked that very question. Listen to this.
First of all, thank you for being so candid and allowing me to answer the question. Thank you. President Biden made a decision that I think history will show was probably one of the most courageous that a president could make.
No, everybody knows. He blew the motor and transmission. It was coolant, oil, piston rods. I mean, everything was shot live on air. He blew the motor and transmission during the debate. And we know Obama walked in there sweating. Big Mike walked in there sweating, y'all. Walked in there sweating. Nancy Pelosi. She came in there with a glass of wine. She was sweating too. You know, Hillary came in there with that big fat bottle of hot sauce. She was sweating too. And like I tell them, and there was some more people that came in the room too. We're not gonna mention them. But they said, hey, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Joseph, Brandon, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, sir. And we'll send you on a nice vacation. But from what it looks like, you blew it. You blew it. Trump has already won. So we got to get you out of here. This is it. You know, this is it, sir. You know, we're sorry your strings broke, your puppet strings broke, but, you know, we got to look, just do this as this one solid, this one big favor. And we'll make it look good for you. We'll make it sound good, you know, that you chose to do the right thing, to step aside. But we got to get you going, sir. We could do this the easy way or the hard way. And if we can do this the easy way, we'll send you on another nice vacation. Just saying, y'all. I know a lot of y'all like Rick was, you know, but I'm just keeping it real. You know, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. They run away from the truth. You know, they're scared of the truth. But there it is.
Which is he decided to put country above his personal interest. And he made that decision. And
honestly, they actually would have maybe just a better chance just keeping him in there. I hate to say that, but it's just true. He's better than her. He's worse.
Within that same period of time, supported my candidacy and urged me to run. He and I have been partners for the last 4 years as his vice president to him as the president. And I am honored to have earned the Democratic nomination.
Okay, so if you're getting value from this video, please do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you want to support me further, go to the link in the description below. Grab yourself a t-shirt or buy us a cup of coffee. You know what she just said was a utter lie, okay? Let's go through this. He put country before self. No. He put self before country when he refused to drop out until Nancy Pelosi threatened him. I mean, what are you talking about? Do we have to go back and play the clips of him screaming, saying, they're trying to kick me out of the race. I'm not leaving. I mean, stop it with this, okay?
I don't have to keep telling y'all this, man. And then we made about like 100 videos on it. You seen, and most of y'all seen them videos. Shout out to the OG family members, man. Shout out to the OGs, man. If you're new here, how you doing? We love you. One love to the human race, man. Again, y'all, we here to unite, man. Come together, love one another. We need common sense back, man. Simple as that. You know, I'm not with all this divided, all this hatred spewing, and all this negativity. You know, we keeping it real on here. No sugarcoating it, y'all. We all know what happened. We all knew what happened in 2020. you know. And I told you, everything that you're seeing now, it's gonna happen. They're gonna continue to. They're gonna talk about January 6th more than ever these next 2 to 3 weeks. Just be ready for it, man. Jack Smith gonna come out crying again. I told y'all it was gonna happen. They know they're losing. They are shaking out their shoes right now, panicking. But what did they expect putting this lady out there? The more you put her out there, the more you put her on camera, what did you expect?
This is how deceitful the Democratic Party has really become. On one hand, they were like, well, you know, it's his decision, but what we really want him to do is drop out. And then when he drops out, oh my God, that's the most honorable thing we've ever seen. And any person with a certain level of common sense knows the way she became the nominee in the first place is suspect at best. She didn't have to participate in any debates. There was no one that actually opposed her. There was not an
And then Nancy came out there and said, when they asked her, well, she was shaking and stuff. She won the primary. You know, we did the process and all this, and she won it. What? What process? What? 0 votes? What?
alternative option. It was, she's been endorsed and she's the nominee and you got to get with the program. Just think about how that is to a lot of voters out there. Now, we've saved the best clip for last, and that is where she was asked to say 3 good things about Donald Trump. Yes, 3 positive things. Can you imagine? I mean, this is a crazy question already, but after you see the way that she responded, you'd probably conclude that she spiraled out of control completely. Watch this.
Thank you for the question. Let me start with this. Based on a life experience, I know that the vast majority of us have so much more in common than what separates us. And part of what pains me is the approach that, frankly, Donald Trump and some others have taken, which is to suggest that it's us versus them, whoever that may be. I think I think Donald Trump loves his family, and I think that's very important. I think family is one of the most important things that we can prioritize. But I don't really know him, to be honest with you. I only met him one time on the debate stage. I'd never met him before. So I don't really have much more to offer you.
She can't even say 3 positive things about the former president. Listen, I got 3 things for her right now. I know she likes to drink. I know she likes to party. And I know she likes to cook. I mean, it's not that difficult, lady.
I know she likes to drink. She's drunk. She is drunk. DEI, drunk entire inventory. DEI didn't earn it. Amen.
You're in politics. You lie for a living. You can't even answer that question. And so I love that question because it shows you the double standard, right? They try to hold Donald Trump accountable on everything that comes out of his mouth and the way that he behaves. But when it comes time for them to hold themselves accountable, no, they get let off the hook. They have an excuse because Donald Trump is bad. So it excuses our lies. It excuses how deceitful we are. No, it doesn't. Not with people who have common sense. That's my opinion. What do you guys think about this town hall? Awkward as heck, in my opinion. She's all over the place. She's playing the blame game the entire time. What did you think of some of the questions? Did you see what I saw? I felt these questions were very direct. They were expecting a direct answer. If you looked at some of their faces, they looked a little puzzled. How about you when you heard what her answers were? Well, let me know in the comments section below.
Shout out to the homie, man. That was an amazing video. Thank y'all for sending that over. But again, she's trending right now for this town hall. And guess what's trending with that? Teleprompter. The teleprompter. Boy. The sweet old teleprompter, man. You just can't make it up, man. You just can't. But I love you guys. One love to the human race. And I encourage y'all to check on your loved ones. Call them, text them, give them a hug for me if they're in your area, you know, your household, your bubble. You know, give them a hug for me, man. Check on your people, man. You never know what somebody's going through, y'all. You never know. Especially in these dark, corrupt, scam over times that we living in, man. The corrupt scam matrix is what we call it. The corrupt scam matrix. One love, y'all. And I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.